Hi teachers! Today I wanted to talk about flashcards that are used in Saxon phonics in first grade. A lot of teachers kind of protest using the letter cards. They say, why do we have to do the letter cards? And I'll tell you, the letter cards are super important because they act as a hook to which students can attach sounds. So if a student can label that this is M, he or she can more easily attach as a sound to it. If they know that CK is called digraph CK, it's easier for them to remember that CK says K. So think of it as a coat hook to which we attach the sounds. After you do the letter cards, and the letter cards should come first, then you would move to the picture cards, where you actually have students practice making the sounds that these letters make. The most important thing to remember about the picture cards is that the order in which you do them matters. We want to keep like sounds together, and we want to do high frequency sounds first. So I'll give you an example with digraph EA. In digraph EA, the EA says E sound appears most frequently in text in English language. EA says is second most frequent, EA says A is the third most frequent. So when we go through these in flashcards, we will always go leaf E, thread stake A. And even when I mix these cards up, these three cards will still stay together as a group within the deck. After we've done letter cards and picture cards, the next component would be affix cards. Here's the number one mistake I see teachers make. They have students spell these and define these instead of read them. So they would have students say suffix ing, already happening, or something like that. It's actually more valuable for emergent readers to be able just to read these than to be able to spell or define them. So when we go through them, we're going to have students just read them as they would in text. Suffix ing, suffix less, suffix z, and of course this makes two sounds, so we'll prompt them to make both sounds of suffix s, suffix e, suffix t, d, ed, and we go through those affix cards. I don't ever do sight words at the beginning of a lesson. Even though in the lesson manual it says to do that, there's two reasons you don't need to. The first reason is because the sight words are not necessary for students to be able to retrieve background knowledge and attach meaning to the new increment that they're going to learn. The second reason is if you spend a lot of time on sight words, and these take a long time sometimes, the kids experience mental fatigue and they're not as alert and fresh and ready when you introduce the new increment, which is the most important part of the lesson. So don't feel guilty. You can just do these at another time of day. I used to do it as a ticket to recess. Okay, first graders, your ticket to recess is to do the flashcards with me, starting father. Ready? Father, change, animal, and we go through them like so. So recap, you want to do letter cards, picture cards, affix cards in order to access background knowledge and prep for acquiring a new skill, and then just do the sight words later. Good luck with flashcards.